धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः स्त्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः स्त्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः
दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः श्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान्
समासव्यासयोगतः दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः श्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः श्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः
दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान् मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः श्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान्
समासव्यासयोगतः
दान धर्मान् राजधर्मान्
मोक्ष धर्मान् विभागशः श्री धर्मान् भगवत् धर्मान् समासव्यासयोगतः Virtual meaning Dana Dharma, the acts of charity, Raja Dharma, pragmatic activities of the kings, Moksha Dharma, the acts of salvation, Vibhagashaha, by divisions, Three Dharma, duties of women, Bhagavad Dharma, the acts of the devotees, Samasa, generally, Vyasa, explicitly, Yogataha, by means of. Translation and purport by Siddhanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. He then explained by divisions acts of charity, the pragmatic activities of a king, and activities for salvation. Then he described the duties of women and devotees, both briefly and extensively. So purport is very big, so we will offer the Mangalashara prayers and then we will study the purport in detail. Om Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutari Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Veshakarini वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So here we are studying about the Bhishmadev's departure, and Yudhishthir Maharaj, like he was after the battle of Kurukshetra, so he was very much disturbed. Just to put me in throne, so many people are killed, and then at that very same time, Bhishmadev is also in his final moments, so he's going to depart. So then Krishna actually takes Yudhishthir to Bhishmadev, and Bhishmadev is also very happy that at last Dharma has seen its triumph, and then the Dharmic king Yudhishthir is going to take charge, and he consoles, convinces Yudhishthir, and also he instructs him, because he is going to take charge of the kingdom. So Bhishmadev instructs him on all the duties. So king is responsible not just of his duties, the king is also responsible to ensure that everybody are doing their duties properly. So in that way, he should have a proper understanding of what all different dharmas are there, and he should ensure that everybody are executing their respective occupational duties. And some of the duties are mentioned in this particular shloka. In the last shloka, it is mentioned that at Maharaj Yudhishthira's inquiry, Bhishmadev first defined all the classification of castes and orders in terms of individuals' qualification. Then he systematically, in twofold divisions, described counteraction by detachment and interaction by attachment. So now we see that, generally, this is being termed as caste system, and caste system is considered to be in fact it is considered to be atyachar, or it is considered to be something not very good. So why, still we are actually studying about it. So anything that is there, which is not properly administered, so it will come out in a very bad way, actually. So now, for example, if children's education is there, so if a school is wrong and then their system of education is wrong, and because of that we cannot criticize the entire educational system. So education is good, there are many good schools are also there. So in the same way, if wrong implementation of caste system, if that has created some problem, so we cannot just say that there should not be any caste system only. So then that is another extreme. So this Krishna also mentions in Bhagavad Gita that Chatur Varna Maya Shishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. So he has created this four Varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So based on Guna Karma, so based on the nature that they possess and based on the kind of work that they actually do. So in Kali Yuga also, people call themselves as basically we all come from different castes, and so we ensure that the marriage happen within the caste, and all the rituals are done within the caste, but then the other aspects of the thing are not followed. So now, for example, what is the job of a Brahmana? What a Brahmana is supposed to do?
Worshipping God.
Worshipping God, everybody has to do. So he should study the scriptures, he should perform yajna, he should teach others. Basically teaching profession, they must have. And Brahmanas generally they would not ask saying that okay, I am going to teach you this, and for this is the charge. You know? So like he would not sell himself. Actually, Brahmana means he would just do his duty, and he he maintains himself by the this one charity, like charity or by begging. So that's how the Brahmana actually maintains himself. So nowadays, beggar means like somebody who is not having anything and he is begging. So in the traditionally, like kings used to ensure that such kind of cheap beggars are not there. They will be like beaten nicely, you work, and then only you will get money. no begging. So first of all, it is no free money for anybody. So everybody must work. Everybody must discharge their duties. In the four Varna and Ashrama, this one. So who is allowed to beg? So Brahmana and Sannyasi. So they are allowed to beg. So nowadays, the Shudras who doesn't want to work and who wants easy money, so they start doing begging. So then that whole thing is taken as very, very cheaply. So this is the nature of, or this one of the Brahmanas. So they are not they don't have so much of security issue or this issue. They don't have even desire for accumulation of wealth and things like that. So they are just they just want to teach. They just want to do their this one yajnas, samskaras, and various different things, and whatever they would get as charity, so they would subsist on that. And then next is Kshatriyas. So what is the duty of Kshatriyas? What job they will do? Protection. They give protection to the citizens and or dependents. They give protection. Then administration. They take care of administration. They take care of all the all the organization, infrastructure, administration, and all those things they take care of. What else they take care of?
Dharma. Follow.
Everybody should follow their respective dharma, so that Kshatriya will monitor. So everybody are doing their respective dharma. If Brahmana is doing their respective dharma, so he would offer obeisances and he would take guidance from them. If Brahmana is not doing their respective dharma, so he will actually warn them that this is not this one. So it is he would also flag that so even such a person is not doing. So then he would flag, and everybody he would ensure that everybody are doing their dharma. Any other thing? Kshatriyas, what they would do? Tax collection. Yeah, so they administer. So for administration, they need to have money, and also how will they subsist themselves? So they collect taxes from people. So if you're doing a business, okay, so much in the past, almost I think 30% or 50%, something like that. Some tax system was there, and they would take, and all the necessities, all the common infrastructure, everything was very nicely given. So it was not that government takes the tax and whole tax they only eat and not given back. So one of the places, I think in Prithu Maharaj's discussion, so the Kshatriya is compared to a cloud. So cloud, what it does in terms of tax collection and distribution, so it's considered to be is compared to cloud. So what is that comparison? Anybody can?
Just taking water from the ocean and.
Not just ocean, from everywhere. No, even a small, small depression is there, bucket also is there, from there also it will take water. Sun will absorb water from all the places, and it will profusely distribute back also in the form of, or clouds, in the form of rains, it actually profusely distributes back also. So in that way, sun and the clouds. So this is the, this one of Kshatriya, and also Kshatriyas are meant to reward people who are properly following their dharma, and they are meant to punish those who are not properly following their dharma. So that reward and punishment, that is how they maintain their kingdom. So how to bring about law and order in a particular place. So there must be some rules that governing that place, and anybody follows the rule, he should be rewarded, and anybody who doesn't follow, he should be punished. So that's how like the law and order are, we can bring about control in a particular place by punishment and reward. So that Kshatriya does that as well. So in the later chapters of first canto, we will find Parikshit Maharaj, he is doing punishment and reward, of Kali. So there is a whole, this one is there. So, and then Vaishyas, what do they do? Cow protection. No, citizens protection is given to Kshatriyas, and the most important animal, that is cow. So the cow protection is given to the Vaishyas, and then agriculture. Cow protection, agriculture, and so business, trading, business, and banking. All these things are given to the Vaishyas, and they subsist by making profits, in their business. So that's how income actually is generated. So then, so Shudras, what do they do?
Labor.
Labor.
Huh? So they would become employees for all these people. So employment means itself is Shudra actually. So no, that is a Kalo Shudra Sambhava. So that is mentioned. So why it is mentioned like that? Because bulk of the people will, after education, I need a job. So that means like, bulk of the people in Kali Yuga are actually taken into the path of Shudra. So like, but the society will not go like that. The society cannot thrive like this. So all these four Varanas, must be there. So of course it will be like a pyramid. So pyramid is like, we'll have very less Brahmanas, we'll have little more Kshatriyas, and we'll have little more Vaishyas, and we'll have lot of Shudras. That will be there. So that's how the pyramid will be. So that's how the overall, any place, any society you take, so naturally this class of people will be there. This sample, naturally this class of people will be there. And if it is organized in this way, the Kshatriya's job is also to organize, this thing. Like how to find, who are Brahmanically oriented, how to find who are like other Kshatriyas and things like that, and then how to find people who are Vaishyas and Shudras, and properly they are engaged, they will be peaceful. If Shudra is asked to perform the job of a Kshatriya, he will, he will urinate there only. He will not be able to do. Kshatriya means he has to face all the challenges and all the difficulties, and for Kshatriya it is like halwa. Like if he gets a challenge, if he gets some kind of difficult assignment, for him, he will like it very much. So, but for a Shudra, he will tremble. He will not be able to face. Even a Vaishya will not be able to face. So, if the respective people are given the right kind of engagement, so they will enjoy. Kshatriya will enjoy. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned that there is a fighting opportunity for a Kshatriya. It is like so nice. Like a Kshatriya will rejoice in such kind of an opportunity. So, like, why are you stepping back? So Krishna asks Arjuna, why are you stepping back from such an opportunity? Like, first of all, like an opportunity to fight, that itself is on the basis of dharma. So that is very nice and relishable for a Kshatriya. And if he wins in that battle, he will become, he will get more dominion. So like whomever he defeats, he will get his territory as well. And if he gets defeated in the battle, he will also, he will die. If somebody dies in the battle of a dharma yuddha, he is going to get heaven. So like in all ways, like the act itself is so nice. Fighting or a Kshatriya, it is so nice actually. So and then if he wins also it is nice, if he loses also it is nice. Like in every way it is nice. So like in that way, all people, if they are given the right kind of engagement, they will like it. That will give them the mental peace actually. So in fact, other place in Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Swadharmacharanam Shaktya, Vidharmacha Nivartanam, Daival Lagdena Santosha Atma Vicharnachana. So in order to make spiritual progress, in order to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, one's materially one should be peaceful. How will he be peaceful materially? Generally in this world it is mentioned that if you get so much money you will be peaceful, if you get so much property you will be peaceful. Even after doing all that thing, people are not peaceful. So materially a person has to be peaceful, means he has to work according to his nature. Swadharma acharanam shaktya. So he has to work according to his nature, immediately he will become peaceful. And once he is peaceful, then he can focus on like going more deeper into Krishna consciousness. And once he makes further advancement in Krishna consciousness, then he can even the work according to his nature also he can minimize and he can maximize the Krishna conscious activities. So that is possible. So now these different classes of people, amongst them there are many dharmas needs to be followed. So like Dana Dharma, Raja Dharma, Moksha Dharma, like Stri Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma. So all these different dharmas that are there. So one must follow these things. Some of these dharmas apply to various people in the Varna and Ashrama. And especially Dana Dharma. For whom it is important, Dana Dharma? Who is supposed to do Dana Dharma? Huh? Who is supposed to do Dana Dharma? King definitely is supposed to do, okay. Then who else is supposed to do? Vaishya also supposed to do. Then in general, all grahasthas are supposed to do. No? So even if a person is a Brahmana, even he also like dana, and pratigrahana, so like he has to give and he has to accept charity also. But for Kshatriya only dana, no pratigrahana. So like for Kshatriya if he gets something like from somebody, like some dana from somebody, it is a disgrace actually. It is like both what is it? Pandavas and Kauravas, they were fighting. So and when like Arjuna went to the camp of the Kauravas, like for getting that 5 arrows, because his boon is there, like that some boon Duryodhana had given, and then for that, like he's asking that 5 arrows. At that time, like Duryodhana also tells, if you want, I'll give you the kingdom and things like that and all. So then that time, he knows like, okay, I am a Kshatriya, I will not take the kingdom in charity, I will fight and I will take. So it's like this charity, Kshatriya would never take charity. It is like, it is equivalent to death for them. If Kshatriya takes charity from somebody, it is not good for them. They will fight and they will take, but they will not take charity. So and Vaishyas and like Shudras, this charity is not to be taken. Charity is to be accepted only by Brahmana. So but like giving dana, all householders are eligible to give dana. But like Vanaprasthas, Brahmacharis, Vanaprasthas and Sannyasis, for them dana dharma is not there. Why? They don't earn. They don't earn actually. So like dana dharma is not there for them. Okay. And then Raja dharma, like anybody who is in administration, so like they need Raja dharma. And Moksha dharma, so everyone must follow a bit of Moksha dharma. So like everybody, all the Varna and Ashrama is designed to go towards liberation. So Moksha dharma must be followed. That is activities of jnana. So they must be followed. Stri dharma, women must follow. And Bhagavad dharma, this also must be followed by everybody. Irrespective of whether one is Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra, like whatever it is, Brahmachari, Grahastha, everybody must follow Moksha dharma and Bhagavad dharma. And somebody may follow extra dharmas, like based on their particular natures and things like that. So in that way, so these different dharmas are there, and it is applicable to various different people accordingly. So all these things like Bhishma Dev is very detailedly, concisely, and also elaborately. He is describing all of them. Right? So purport, to give charity is one of the householder's main function, and he should be prepared to give charity at least 50% of his hard-earned money. So 50% is for pure devotional service. So like if somebody, pure devotional service means like anything that one may possess, time, energy, money, or whatever it may be, everything 50% should be offered in the service of the Lord. So then 50% or more means what? Like I am giving more importance for devotional service, and like I am dependent less on other activities. So that's how this thing is there. So Prabhupada's purports like go towards the pure devotional service. So at least we need to fix, okay, 5%, 10%, something like, whatever I earn, so much should go for the Krishna conscious activities, direct service of the Supreme Lord. So it must be there. So like, in fact, so devotees should not be glorified based on how much donation they are giving. So they should be glorified based on how much percentage they are giving. You know? So like if a poor person is earning only like 10,000, if he gives 5,000, he sets aside as a donation. So he is actually making tremendous advancement in Krishna consciousness. So like there is this Polavech Sridhar. There is one personality in the Chaitanya Leela. So he was selling banana leaves and bananas and things like that in Bengal, where every house had bananas, banana trees actually. So not much of market only for the product, and you would hardly get little bit of this one. And then whatever he would get, 50% he would use it in the like Ganga Puja, and for himself he would had his clothes used to be torn and patchwork clothes and things like that. His hut, he was living in a small hut, and the hut was not having sufficient this one also protection also. Sun and rain, everything would come inside. So then people would say like, see, if you can, you should work little intelligently. If you can save a little money, you can repair your house, you can get some nice clothes, and you can reinvest in your business, and you can make a bigger business, and you can donate more sum for this one. You can devote more sum for the worship of the Lord. So, but a pure devotee doesn't calculate like that. No, he like today I got so much, and in that 50% I engage it in the service of the Lord. So that is the way of calculation of this one. And he would tell to people that, see, whatever may be the cloth is covering my body, and my hut is not having like sufficient covering. So it is also good, like nice air conditioning, air is coming and going. I am satisfied, I am not having any problem. So my goal is to advance in Krishna consciousness. Right? So this is this one, like the charity is one of the thing. At least we start somewhere. We start devoting certain percentage of our hard-earned money for the Krishna conscious activities. Right? So that is Dana Dharma. And a brahmachari or student should perform sacrifices. A householder should give charity. A person in the retired life or the renounced order should practice penances and austerities. So like, what is the sacrifice of a brahmachari? So brahmachari, the word itself says, brahmacharati, iti brahmachari. So like, so brahmacharati means, Brahma here means the Vedic sound vibration. So brahmachari means he is supposed to recite the Vedic scriptures, he is supposed to chant the mantras and recite the Vedic scriptures, study the books. Like, of course, everybody must do book reading and things like that. But for brahmacharis, it is very, very important duty. They must do that in a greater proportion. And also like, brahmacharis who are staying in the ashram, so they expose themselves to the transcendental sound vibration for a longer period of time. Like for example, the daily practice of a brahmachari is that, they get up early in the morning, they come for Mangala Aarti. So and then they chant, they do Guru Puja, they hear Bhagavatam class, whole thing like what all of you are going through on Sunday. So every day, so this is a practice. Like morning, straight 5 hours is given for exposing oneself to the transcendental sound vibration, and then evening also, again they do like Gaur Aarti and like various different things. So almost 8 hours of exposure to transcendental sound vibration. Even apart from that, they also perform reading of scriptures and things like that, and all other activities which are needed for the ashrama. So like they perform. So this is their sacrifice. Brahmachari, a student life means a life of sacrifice. And then a householder, for him he should practice charity, and a person in retired order of life, renounced order of life, so retired and renounced order, so they should practice penances and austerities. They should actively give up the material engagements, and then they should perform austerities, so in order to attain the ultimate perfection. So those are general functions of all the ashramas or orders of life on the path of self-realization. In the brahmachari life, the training is sufficiently imparted so that one may understand that the world as a property belongs to the Supreme Lord, the personality of God. No one therefore can claim to be the proprietor of anything in the world. Therefore, in the life of a householder, which is a sort of license for sex enjoyment, one must give in charity for the service of the Lord. Everyone's energy is generated or borrowed from reservoir of energy of the Lord. Therefore, the resultant action of such energy must be given to the Lord in the shape of transcendental loving service for Him. As the rivers draw water from the sea through the clouds, I think this should be closed. So, as river draw water from the sea through the clouds and again go down to the sea, similarly our energy is borrowed from the supreme source, the Lord's energy, and it must be returned not to the Lord. That is the perfection of our energy. So Prabhupada gives a very nice principle here that the rivers actually get water. How will the rivers get water? If nice rains are there. And rain is because sun has extracted water from the ocean. And after that again the rivers flow down back to the ocean. So this is a nice cycle. So if the circuit is complete, then everything is complete. So in the same way, we get the benefit like from the Supreme Lord. The natural resources are provided by the Supreme Lord. And when we utilize these natural resources for ourselves, and then we give back in charity also, and we give back to various people, who are stakeholders also. So then it becomes like pious activity. So when more punya we perform, so then more natural resources Lord actually gives for us. So this is a cycle. But if somebody says that okay, Lord gave natural resources and wealth and things like that, I will just keep it for myself, I will not distribute. So there starts the impiety. There starts like adharma. So once that happens, then immediately the circulation is stopped. So once the circulation is stopped, so then the Lord, because of impiety, then the natural resources scarcity happens. So once scarcity happens, then like even itna hi hai, like no, abhi bacha ke rakhna, like everybody like takes and keeps it. So now LPG scarcity means everybody like goes and buys LPG, like government stock. So that is a major problem. Another problem actually. So stocking and not distribution means like it's breaking the economic cycle actually. So by that, we will weaken the economy actually. So it is economy means there must be circulation. So that is a basic funda of economy. So like here also we see that the universal economy also goes well. When we receive things from the Lord and give back to the Lord also. So it is very, very essential actually. In fact, in the pastime of Dadichi Muni, so there is Indra and all the Devatas, they were tormented by Asura called Vritrasura. And they prayed to the Lord, we need to find a solution for this, like we are not able to defeat this demon. So then, the Supreme Lord gave an advice to the Devatas, you go to Dadichi Muni, and from his bones, you ask for his bones, and from his bones you make a like thunderbolt, Vajrayana, and through that you will be able to kill this demon. So now when this is told, like all the Devatas, they went to Dadichi Muni for asking for his bones. So Dadichi Muni told like, no, somebody like, how can you ask to give up my life? No, maybe like you are in need of my bones, that is fine. But then, aise put sakta, like how can you ask such a thing from me? So then, like the Devatas say, you see, the Supreme Lord has told, and then so like, and then, even if Supreme Lord has told, how can you ask for my life? So that is like too much to ask, And then you see, like, if you know the problem of the person who is asking for, so then if you know the pain of the person who is asking for, then you'll be ready to give and things like that. So then finally, like Dadichi Muni says, see, I just wanted to hear some words of Dharma from you all. So he gives a very, very wonderful principle. He tells what are process. Our very life must be for the service of others. If if my body can be of some use for others, definitely I am very happy, and that too the Lord has directed. I am very, very happy that I am able to use my like resources in the service of others. I am very happy to give up my life. And in fact, he mentions that if somebody possesses something and if he is not utilizing it in other service, no, so then such a person is called a miser and he will not be happy at all, no. So like, and he basically this particular thing is analyzed actually. If you see when we are a small child, no, so can we sustain ourselves? No, we need the support of the parents. We need the support of so many people actually. And no, when we are old, no, can we sustain ourselves? No, that time also it is difficult. No, we will not. We need support of others. So in middle, what we are supposed to do? In childhood, we cannot support ourselves. We need support. In old age, we need support. In middle, what we are supposed to do?
Support others.
We have to support others. That's the whole point. Either we need support or we have to give support. From where the support will come? From the middle only, So this is very, very essential. So that is why it is mentioned that like everybody have certain rinas, certain what is that? So, like, yeah. So, what I was saying, Rina, no? Deva Rishi Bhuta Apta Rinam Pitrinam Nayam Kinkarana Rinisharajan. So, like, one has so many different debts to different people. Like Devas, they are giving sunlight, moonlight, air. Like so many different things, natural resources we are getting. So we are indebted to them. And rishis, they are giving this knowledge. The knowledge is preserved and passed down. Like if we know what is varna dharma, ashrama dharma, all these things properly, and if we follow them properly, we'll be peaceful. So the rishis, great rishis, they actually pass down this knowledge. They were rishi bhuta. Bhuta means like all the other living entities. Right from the insect that is doing pollination, for the flowers to become fructified into fruits and seeds and things like that. Now from there to like so many different living entities are like many people are supporting us in our activities. So we are indebted to all of them actually. They were Rishi Bhuta, Apta, relatives. They are indebted to our relatives because of the social structure and the family structure. So many things we got, so many benefits we have got. So relatives. And Bhuta, Apta and Nrina, like all the other human beings and Pitra, forefathers, who also maintain the family tradition and things like that. So all of them, we are indebted to all of these people and we need to give something back to them, right? And so the Vedic society is so nice that social service, there doesn't need to be a separate organization for social service. Every person is thinking about the welfare of another person. Renunciants, they are thinking about the spiritual welfare of all the other people. The Kshatriyas, they are thinking about the material well-being of all the people. And the Vaishyas, like and Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they produce job opportunity to other people. And then the Shudras give service to other people. So the society was so nicely organized that all the nice give and take was very nicely organized. And that is very essential, So the modern system, like will it will create a lot of problems. So this is a very natural way of division, actually. Even in the modern system, even though we don't accept the caste system, so we tell that somebody is a manager, he will organize things and things like that. And somebody is like a peon, whose job is to like give chai, pani and things like that and all. And somebody is a big officer and somebody is like chairman of an organization. Indirectly we created the same thing actually. This is necessary, this classification is necessary. So if we can just do it based on the nature of people and based on how the Lord has advised, so then it will be a perfect system actually. Okay, so just like the rivers take water from the ocean and give back to the ocean, so all of us should also take the benefit from the Lord and then give back to the Lord. So the Lord therefore in the Bhagavad Gita 9:27 says that whatever we do, whatever we undergo as penance, whatever we sacrifice, whatever we eat or whatever we give in charity must be offered to Him. So like it is not that okay now we will do charity no, definitely this is all good. No, charity to poor people, is it good or not? The Lord is telling charity means you should do to me only. Huh? In the name of God. In the name of God, no, we cannot do anything and everything. Somebody will tell, like, in the name of God, I will take little, what is it, non-veg or something like that. It is not possible. So, charity must be done, okay, charity must be done. Charity must be done for the spiritual cause, no? So, like, then how will the poor people be uplifted? How will the poor people be uplifted?
Facility to progress.
They should be provided opportunity for employment. No, so that must be there. And if there is people are in distress, it is a job of the Kshatriya to ensure that everybody gets, every ordinary citizen also gets proper medical facility, proper all facilities. So that is the job of the Kshatriya. No, so like now the society is so unorganized, the Kshatriyas are not doing their job properly, and because of that, there is so much of charity that is needed to help poor people who need medical facility and things like that and all. But if the proper organization of Varnashram is established, no, the Kshatriya will be questioned. How is that in your kingdom so many people are like deprived of their basic needs? What kind of kingdom that you are running? No, so like the question will be like that. Even in the case where if a son is dying before the father, the Kshatriya will be asked, what kind of kingdom you are running? And they go, mar gaya, like, मैं क्या करूँ? No, because you are not running the kingdom properly, dharmically. That is why such kind of things are happening. No, and proper rains are not coming. So then also Kshatriya will be questioned, why rains are not coming in the proper time? That means you are not doing dharma properly. That is why this thing is happening. So in that way, like ideal dharma, if you see, the sacrifice and charity is supposed to be done. No, like all these things to be done for the sake of the service of the Lord. And in case if we are doing, okay, like some charity in that sense, so we need to ensure, well, right now the system is broken, the Kshatriyas are not doing their job properly. So, like we may contribute, but then we should ensure that it is done in a Krishna conscious way. So somebody may say, okay, feeding the poor. So, like, I want to feed non-veg to the poor people, so you give me charity. No, I cannot give charity to such a cause. So, like, we can give charity to people who are distributing Krishna prasadam to others. So that is a good charity, right? So in that way, their hunger is also alleviated, and at the same time, Krishna conscious, they are also making progress in Krishna consciousness, right? So such kind of things must be done. So that is a way of utilizing our borrowed energy. When our energy is utilized in that way, our energy is purified from contamination of material inabilities, and thus we become fit for our original natural life of service to the Lord. Rajadharma is a great science. Unlike modern diplomacy for political supremacy, the kings were trained systematically to become munificent and not mere tax collectors. So the kings would give charity to people like who are in need of things. Like in fact, Lord Rama, every day, when he was there in Ayodhya, before going to forest, so every day after getting up, so first thing after doing his morning duties, like he would take bath, do his Sandhya Vandan and things like that, and after that he would go and give charity. So whoever comes, like whatever is the need. So this is a king's job. Like king's job is, if somebody is like not having his basic needs fulfilled, he can go to the king and immediately he will get, like whatever he needs, immediately it will be granted. So, like in that way, so the this one, that even the day when he was going to the forest, like he did all these things, he gave charity and he did all this dharmas properly, and then he went to this one. So the kings were trained systematically to become munificent, charitable, like extremely charitable they are, and not merely tax collectors. They were trained to perform different sacrifices only for the prosperity of the subjects. So this is also another important thing. Who is like a Shudra? He thinks about himself and his family, he and his family. Who is the Vaishya? He creates opportunities for many people. And who is a Kshatriya? He manages and maintains the whole country. And who is a Brahmana? He is thinking about the spiritual welfare of all the citizens, all the people, right? So when they are sacrificing their personal needs and they are thinking about others, that is when their higher role is given. Now, if somebody is thinking about me and what happens to me and everything is revolving around me only, so then it is like no, he should be given lower position actually. Higher position means sacrificing one's own needs and thinking about others. So when that happens, then immediately they can be given higher positions and things like that. So they are they do yajnas for the prosperity of the subjects, for the welfare of the people. So for them, naturally, how one may think that how will my family sustain? Whether do I have sufficient savings for my children and things like that. A Kshatriya will think, how will all the people be prosperous? Everybody, it's like a bigger family. For him, family means 1,000 people, 2,000 people is his family. He thinks about everybody. So he thinks about the welfare of everybody. That's how he becomes a Kshatriya. It is like people, they invest a lot of money in terms of in their election, and they have to take the returns also. So, and things like that. So, but we see that traditionally the Kshatriyas were thinking about the welfare of people, and anything happens to anybody in the kingdom, it is like anything happens to our children, we will become alert, we will what is that? Give up all the other this ones, and then we would attend to the emergency. In the same way, the Kshatriya will be so much in the this one of everybody's needs are you will be thinking about everybody's needs. To lead the prajas to the attainment of salvation was a great duty of the king. So he should organize the kingdom in such a way that everybody progresses towards liberation. So the father, the spiritual master, and the king are not to become irresponsible in the matter of leading their subjects to the path of ultimate liberation from birth, death, disease, and old age. So any leadership position means to organize things and also to guide people towards the direction of liberation. When these primary duties are properly discharged, there is no need of government of the people by the people. This is in the today's day is why? What is the problem of the people by the people? What is the problem of establishing a government like that? So people needs are taken, people's representative is sent, and then people needs are taken. So, and whatever people want, so all of them are fulfilled. So then what is the problem?
They are not intelligent enough. They want only sense gratification.
So mass of the people will definitely be Shudras, and Shudras want sense gratification. And the kings, what they are doing, okay, take free. So many things you take free, and you put vote for me. So this is something very opposite thing that is the king is supposed to do. He is not supposed to give anything like that. He is supposed to see that create employment and ensure that people are engaged in their respective duties properly. Not indiscriminate donation or indiscriminate charity. That is not the thing. Whether that person needs it or not, that also has to be seen. And you see that mass, taking opinion of mass of the people, it is good in one sense, but it is also not good in another sense. Opinion of the Brahmanas is very, very important, because they know the welfare of the people and they are selfless in nature. But people who are so much attached to sense gratification, and if we take vote of all those people, they will vote for people who will provide sense gratification for them. So then we will not get proper king, in that particular this one, right? So in that way, we see that of the people by the people is not very important. We need to have proper Kshatriyas who will be subservient to the Brahmanas, selfless Brahmanas. Such people can do great good to the society actually. So in the modern days, the people in general occupy the administration by the strength of manipulated votes, but they are never trained in the primary duties of the king, and that is also not possible for everyone. Under the circumstances, the untrained administrators play havoc to make the subjects happy in all respects. On the other hand, these untrained administrators gradually become rogues and thieves and increase the taxation to finance a topsy-turvy, a top-heavy administration that is useless for all purposes. Top-heavy administration means very highly paid administration. So then in order to maintain that top-heavy administration, they have to take more tax, and the tax is getting absorbed in the administration itself. Very less actually goes back to the citizens. Actually, the qualified brahmanas are meant to give direction to the kings for proper administration in terms of scriptures like Manu Samhita and Dharma Shastra of Parashara. A typical king is the ideal of the people. A typical king is the ideal of people in general. And if the king is pious, religious, chivalrous, and munificent, the citizens generally follow him. Such a king is not a lazy, sensuous person living at the cost of other subjects, but alert always to kill thieves and dacoits. The pious kings were not merciful to dacoits and thieves in the name of nonsensical ahimsa or non-violence. The thieves and dacoits were punished in an exemplary way so that in the future no one would dare commit such nuisance in an organized form. Such thieves and dacoits were never meant for administration as they are now. So in the Vedic times, the kings would see that if somebody steals, somebody is he steals something from somebody, so immediately he'll be called in the public, his hand will be cut off in the public. Publicly, such a violence will be committed. Then anybody who wants to steal, he'll fear. So such kind of public exemplary punishment would be given, so that anybody anybody thinks of committing any sin, he would fear. So that is the way of the Kshatriya, this one. The taxation law was simple. There was no force, no encroachment. The king had the right to take 1/4 of the production made by the subjects. So 1/4, 25% was given as tax, like in the past. The kings had the right to claim of 1/4 of one's allotted wealth. So one would never grudge parting with it, because due to the pious king and religious harmony, there was enough natural wealth, namely grains, fruits, flowers, silk, cotton, milk, jewels, and minerals, and therefore no one was materially unhappy. The citizens were rich in agriculture and animal husbandry, and therefore they had enough grains, fruits, and milk without any artificial need of soaps and toilets, cinemas and bars. So these things are not necessary. Like natural things itself, it's quite sufficient. So you see, Lord has created this world, and Lord has sent all of us here. The Lord's management would be so unorganized that He would have not kept the basic needs and necessities for us. It's all these things He has designed actually. So only that we need to utilize the way the Lord has actually given. The king had to see that the reserved energy of humanity was properly utilized. Human energy is meant not exactly for fulfilling animal propensities, but for self-realization. The whole government was specifically designed to fulfill this particular purpose. As such, the king had to select properly the cabinet ministers, but not on the strength of voting background. The ministers, the military commanders, and even the ordinary soldiers were all selected by personal qualification, and the king had to supervise them properly before they were appointed to their respective posts. The king was especially vigilant to see the tapasvis, or persons who sacrifice everything for disseminating spiritual knowledge, were never disregarded. The king knew well that the Supreme Personality of Godhead never tolerates any insult to his unalloyed devotees. Such tapasvis were trusted leaders, even of the rogues and thieves, who would never disobey the orders of the tapasvis. The king would give special protection to illiterates, the helpless, and the widows of the state. Defense measures were arranged previous to any attack by the enemies. The taxing process was easy, and it was not meant for squandering, but was for strengthening the reserve fund. The soldiers were recruited from all parts of the world, and they were trained for special duties. So we see that, like one important thing, so in terms of giving protection, 5 kinds of people are supposed to be given protection. So what are the 5 people who needs to be given protection? Children, women, old people, cows, brahmanas. So like all these 5 classes of people are to be given protection. In any kingdom, if any of these 5 people are not given protection or not given proper respect, so then the kingdom will ruin itself. So now we see that the whole of Kurukshetra, this one, the fall of the Kauravas, is because what is the root cause of the fall of the Kauravas? Insulting Draupadi. So that is the root cause of the fall. So in the same way, if the elders are not taken care, or the brahmanas are not taken care, or the cows are not taken care, so then what happens? The whole society, have to face the heat of that. So nowadays, like cow slaughter is happening, so much. So it is not that only people who are eating cows, they will be punished. So whole of the society will face the heat of such a activity. So one of the things that we need to do is at least we need to voice against such things. This is not proper. This act is not proper. We should actually at least voice these things. So if there is an adharma that is happening, and in a proper forum, in a proper way, like if we don't voice our opinion, so then we will have to face this one of sin of committing that act of adharma. So that is why we should preach whatever is given in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. If we openly preach this message, this is wrong and this is right. So we need to do that. So then we will be protected from these unnecessary sins and things like that. So it's very, very essential, and we need to also do necessary things we need to do to separate the situation as well. Okay. So as far as salvation is concerned, one has to conquer the principle of lust, anger, unlawful desire, avarice and bewilderment. To get freedom from anger, one should learn how to forgive. To be free from unlawful desires, one should not make plans. So it's unlawful desire, one should not make plans. So what is this plans? Definitely we need to have plans. So but then the plan of how will I enjoy this material life? The plan must be there. How will I execute the duties given by Krishna? That is fine. The plan for sense gratification should not be there. The plan for executing the duties given by the Supreme Lord, that is fine. So by spiritual culture, one is able to conquer sleep. By tolerance, only can one conquer desire and avarice. And disturbance from various diseases can be avoided by regulated diets. Just by regulating the diet, so one can be freed from all the diseases. So by self-control, one can be free from the false hopes, and money can be saved by avoiding undesirable association. By practice of yoga, one can control hunger and worldliness. And worldliness can be avoided by culturing of knowledge of impermanence, how things are impermanent in this world. And dizziness can be conquered by raising up, and false arguments can be conquered by factual ascertainment. Talkativeness can be avoided by gravity and silence, and by prowess one can avoid fearfulness. So perfect knowledge can be obtained by self-cultivation. One must be free from lust, avarice, anger, dreaming, etc. to actually attain the path of salvation. So these are all dharma that is mentioned. So laziness is also adharma. So it is one of the things that is there. And uncleanliness is an adharma. And what is that? Too much eating is an adharma. Worldliness is an adharma. So the many things that are there. So and the antidote. What if you do, you can counteract these things. That is also mentioned here. So as far as women class are concerned, they are accepted as a power of inspiration for men. As such, women are more powerful than men. Mighty Julius Caesar was controlled by Cleopatra. So such powerful women are controlled by shyness. Therefore, shyness is important for women. Once this control value, once this control valve is loosened, women can create havoc in the society by adultery. Adultery means production of unwanted children known as Varna Shankara who disturb the world. The last item taught by Bhishma Dev was the process of pleasing the Lord. We are all eternal servants of the Lord, and when we forget this essential part of our nature, we are put into material conditions of life. The simple process of pleasing the Lord, for the householders especially, is to install the deity of the Lord at home by, by concentrating on the deity. One may progressively go on with daily routine work. Worshipping the deity at home, serving the devotees, hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, residing in a holy place, and chanting the holy name of Lord are all inexpensive items by which one can please the Lord. Thus, the subject matter was explained by grandfather to his grandchildren. Hare Krishna. So, with this, we pause. Any questions, comments we can take?
Prabhuji, Dharma Yuddha, those who take the side of Dharma will only, even if they die, they go to Swarga or Jnana. Those who take the side of Adharma and if they die, what is their?
It's the general understanding what I have not specifically studied that. The general understanding that what I have is like in a Dharma Yuddha, so if somebody fights and he is killed, whether for or against, he will get piety. He will get some punya because of that. If he has, the cause may be adharma, so but then if he has, following the rules and regulation of the battle properly, and then if he is giving up his life in that way, so definitely there is some punya, that is there. Yes.
This is a Dharma Yuddha, whatever happened in Mahabharata. Now this war is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
So the soldiers working on the order of the authority. So what is their status now?
So these soldiers so now first of all cause is also adharma, and then the way the battle is done is also adharma. So in the Dharma Yuddha, the king will be there at the front, fighting it. Here, king is the last person. So, and they are just putting some buttons. And where are they putting the bombs? In the civil infrastructures, on the civilians, and the ports and the business hubs, and in the airports and places like that. This is completely unacceptable. So what the modern way of doing this is Hiranyakashipu kind of a battle. So Hiranyakashipu wanted to conquer over Vishnu. So immediately what he did, he told all his soldiers that you see the power to Vishnu comes from yajna, and that is the economic system of people when they perform yajna they get piety and they get wealth and things like that. So you destroy the yajna by destroying all the brahmanas who perform yajna. Kill all the cows who give ghee, for producing, for performing yajna, and destroy all the fruit-bearing trees, which are also very essential for doing yajna. You destroy all these things. Yajna is finished means Vishnu is finished. So this is his idea. So here also we see that this is he is not going and fighting Vishnu directly face to face. He is going on the this one attacking the infrastructure. So here also it is something like that. So in Dharma Yuddha, they challenge, you come, face to face, you fight, and let's have a battle. So, but here it is you attack the infrastructure, so then that is so it is not a proper Yuddha actually.
Yeah. And the economic distress is also, I think that is also other.
Anytime war means so much of economic drain that happens. Yeah, so that is also there. Yes.
So we spoke about this working according to one's nature. Now we see in this age everyone is brought up, education is also in some direction. People get a degree and they take a particular job role. We are not taught about this from the start, about working according to one's nature. Now, if someone wants to start doing that, but he's in this kind of a society where shifting his role or job is very difficult, what are the practical tips that you would give to someone who wants to take the job?
See, Varnashram will evolve over generations. If we start seriously thinking about Varnashram, if we start seriously thinking about these divisions properly and meditating on the roles and responsibilities of all these things, so within 2-3 generations, we can actually bring the Varnashram ka whole model in a small community also. We can actually bring about. So, but for that we need to seriously ponder about this particular thing, and also we need to see that. Like right now it may be a confused kind of a this one, but anybody who sincerely takes to the process of chanting, takes to the process of studying of Bhagavatam and things like that. So for some period of time, at least for a few years, if somebody does this tapasya of Krishna consciousness properly, a good amount of clarity will emerge. A good amount of clarity will emerge. It is not that, see now if a person is, why should I be Shudra? Why should he be Brahmana? If this kind of comparison and this one and all is there, with that kind of an attitude, it's like kind of a disturbed attitude. With this kind of an attitude, he will not be able to genuinely identify who he is and what he is supposed to do. So he has to become that, okay, fine, like there is a universal law is there, and then I have a particular role in that universal law, and what is my role? I want to find out what is my role and I want to do my role. So like if that kind of this one comes, then immediately like it's just like the traffic signals you all have seen often. So everybody wants to go. Why is he should go first? I should go first. So like in a corner where 3 roads come and meet or something like that, everybody go like this. It will become traffic jam. So it will be chaos only will happen. So the attitude is okay, fine. Like there is a signal is there. And even though the police is not there, still my turn is not there. I must wait. So if he has, I must just do my role. If there is green, I should go. If there is red, I should stop. I will just do what is my role. So if that kind of a thought process, I will just do what is my role. If that thought process comes, then only Varnashram will be successful. If the comparison thought process is there, even if we put Varnashram, still it will be another form of chaos only. So the nature of people who are serving in Varnashram society or who are existing in Varnashram society is that their question should be what is my role. It is not how much that person is getting, how much I am getting, like what will I get if I do this. This kind of thought process is there, it will not succeed at all. It will not succeed at all. So this, in order to come to the thought process of asking what is my role, so it requires some level of sanity. So that is by performing the tapasya of Krishna consciousness for good period of time. So this clarity in the thought process comes. And then if we bring about the next generation, if we bring about, if we beget children, based on samskara, garbhadan samskara and things like that, so then the children who are born out of samskaras, from the beginning they will be clear. If we don't spoil their mind at least. So from the beginning they will be clear. So, if the children are produced like Varana Shankara, from the beginning they will show the sense of attachment to the sense gratification and comparison and all those things will be like very, very strongly it will be there. So that is why it is very, very essential. So like married life and producing children is not a personal choice, it's a social responsibility. If we produce children like Ravana, like whole of the society will be tormented actually. So, what kind of, it's a social contribution basically, it's a social contribution. So it's not our personal family life, In Vedic system, this idea is given, nothing is our personal thing, whatever you do in your life, it has an impact for others as well, So we need to be very, very careful in what we are doing, So that is that's the thing actually. So in order to bring about the Varnashram this one, so at least for some time we need to properly practice Krishna conscious principles and avoid the gross sinful things, that is meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, gambling, and then over a period of time this clarity will emerge, and then we also have a plan that no, we are planning that as the Acharya has envisioned that farm communities and the Varnashram communities and things like that. So we are also planning and thinking of doing these things. So anybody who is interested, so we also are planning to form a group of people who are thinking about Varnashram, studying about Varnashram and things like that. So like that kind of a group will help in terms of having nice this one. So Varnashram is one problem with Varnashram is I cannot do Varnashram. I need a community of people who are thinking about or who are in the same kind of a mood actually. And that is why Varnashram starts with having our own land, maybe 50, 60, 100 acres of land. And then there, people who are interested in this kind of this one, so they reside there and they understand their nature and they perform activities according to their nature. If you can just do it in a small scale also, it will produce such a this one. The combination is like such an amazing thing. Immediately the piety of the place increases and the wealth and the kind of possessions that they will have, it will be like super duper actually. It's just that all the scarcity is just because of the modern kind of economic system. So if this Vedic economy is adopted, within short time we can actually make a lot of very stable and wealthy communities actually. It's possible. Yes. No, Stri Dharma. So Stri Dharma is applicable, and then whatever Dharma of the husband is there, naturally it comes to the wife as well. So like if the woman is married to a Brahmana, she has to follow the Stri Dharma and also she has to follow the Brahmana Dharma also. Like whatever the husband is following, so that the same Dharma the wife also follows. No, what is the issue in this?
No, I couldn't understand that progress in Krishna consciousness materially one has to be peaceful.
So peaceful means like he has to, how he will become peaceful if he do work according to his nature, work according to Varnashram, then he will be peaceful. The Kshatriya is given lot of problematic tasks to solve, challenging tasks to solve, he will be peaceful. If a Shudra is given challenging task, he will be disturbed. So like who should be given what? So like that kind of work, if they are engaged, so they will become peaceful. Swadharmacharanam Shakya. So like if they are engaged according to their natures, so then they will be peaceful. And the next this one that you asked about was charity. Okay.
Rastas has to be, they have to be charity.
Yes.
And that will be also, means their dharma.
Dharma, yeah. One of the Grahastha Dharma is that charity is a Grahastha Dharma.
Yes, I think that is why also Lord Krishna emphasized fighting against the Kauravas and told Arjuna, you are Kshatriya, so you should fight.
Yes, yes. For him, for Arjuna, it is his kartavya to fight, like for the cause of religion. Yes.
Now, Varnashram is not there, but how can we protect cows?
So we need to see that, like if somebody is having, like there are some team of devotees like working on this as well. That he some farmers are there, like they send the cow after the milking period is finished. They send the cow to slaughterhouse. So we can actually go and educate people that you see like you do proper cow protection. And don't worry about how you will take care of the cow. So if there is need is there, so we will take care. And by the punya that you will get, so much you will actually get, so much more you will get. If you sell the cow for slaughterhouse, you may get little money. But then the sin that you are going to get, you will going to become like more and more Dalitra actually. No, it is not going to enhance your situation at all. So, but even the farming also, there are some devotees, they do this thing. No, proper norm, like proper farming. Even the Mother Earth is also a living entity. No, so like Mother Earth also should not be like, it's a property of the Lord. No, we should not artificially put so much of chemicals to extract lot of yield. No, so there are some devotees like not just devotees, even the outside world also, they are doing this thing that they adopt a farmer and they tell that you do farming according to dharma, no, properly according to dharma. We are not worried about high yield, low yield, and all those things. Whatever yield comes, we will purchase. We will ensure you this much money you will get. No, you don't do any other malpractice. No, so like that. So in that way, like adoption is there, and also devotees themselves also, like rather than purchasing. No, rather than purchasing flats and properties in the cities, no, we can, no, like all devotees can actually purchase lands, no, and no, we can give employment to the farmers, no, let them do this one, and we can set the standard, no, how the farming has to be done, how crop protection has to be done. So we can facilitate in that way also, no, at least if like war and other situations, no, as it is predicted, no, it goes, no, if we have land and cows, and if we have our own production, no, we don't need to depend on anybody. No, we can at least our eating will be taken care. And so, if the Varnashram is taken care nicely, if some war is happening in some corner of the world, then no impact will be there here, because we are so much dependent on the modern economy. Somebody is fighting with somebody in some corner, and our khana pina band ho gaya. You know? So like you know, so this is because of like too much over dependence on like unnecessary needs. No, if LPG is not there in our, we are not able to produce. Vedic system is what you are not able to produce, you should not use. No, that's the Vedic system. What you are able to produce, you use. No, so that's the Vedic system. It is now I am not able to produce, he is able to produce, like transportation, this, that, you know, so many things. And if something happens there, either you know, हमारा cooking बंद हो गया हमारा. You know.
Also conservation is also a problem.
Conservation is also nice thing. So you just use it, whatever you are able to produce, you use it, no, and then like it will be legitimately used, no, legitimately used.
We can realize that why Prabhupada chose America to teach.
Huh?
Why Prabhupada chose America to preach first, because you can see it.
Yeah, so like you know, basic. This one was in India. He was trying to preach. Nobody was listening. Hey, to Bhagavad Gita to humko pata hai. So like in the West, he went like, you know, people were curious. Arey, ye to kuch to naya hai, like, and they could take up very seriously.
Like Swami Vivekananda also chose the America and.
Yeah, many people like America. Like market is very fresh actually. So much of market is there.
Prabhuji, many Indians are follows the American culture. That's
Yeah.
why many.
Yeah, that is also one reason. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Okay. So we'll just have 5 minutes of kirtan by the time the offering will be done. So then we can have some. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.